আপনারা দেখছেন ILFL Soccer Night.
Welcome back. It's the final section of the ILFL Soccer Night show. We started out by telling you this is the show of champions. We've got SCTA still in the studio with us, champions of the First Division. And it looks like live right now at Mile End, Leytonstone are going to be our League Cup champions. They're now 3-0 ahead of Bow FC, and it's looking like the big trophy that's missing at the front there is going back to East London Leytonstone. Let's move on though, and we started looking at the First Division fixtures to come this Sunday. Let's take a look at the Premier Division now, and a few battles going to take place this weekend, I'm sure. Beaumont taking on Leytonstone. Leytonstone fighting for their Premier Division lives. London Tigers take on Island doing the same, and London Tigers trying to hang on to their slim hopes of being the Premier Division champions. Sire take on Bromley, but right there at the bottom is the mouth-watering game that we're all waiting for. It's West End versus Stepney. And that, we have to say, is probably going to be a title decider before they move into their last fixtures next week. Let's get a quick round. Nanu, West End Stepney, where's your money?
It's both teams, but unfortunately they're playing each other, so I don't know which way to turn. Stepney is one of my favourites. Yeah, they've done so well. They've got more experience in this division, and I mean they've been champs a few times already, you know, and they have the experience, the right structure. I mean, I know West End have done ever so well, but let's just see, you know, I mean, they've lost against Leytonstone in the cup game, which is why Leytonstone's are in the cup final.
Yeah. Get to their confidence. Let's see what happens. I mean, it's all they've got to play for. Good luck to both teams. Again, as Stepney established, they know what it's like to be champions and to make it there. West End, can you be one of those teams that jumps up from First Division to Prem and wins it? Let's see. Let's get back to our SCTA boys who've been here with us all day. Tesh, I'm going to turn to you now. You've got a big game coming up. The ILFL Challenge Cup final against Reach Out, but I want to talk to you about getting there and also with your cup exploits this season. You've taken on a couple of the Prem teams this season. How did you find that, and what did you learn from the experience?
I think we played two of the ones from the Premier League. I think the first one was Beaumont. We come through winners in that game, and in the next game I think we played Stepney. I think we narrowly lost 1-0 in that game. I feel as a team we learnt a lot, because it just goes to show that the Premier League has got a lot of good teams in there, a lot of experience. So I think we've learnt that going into the Premier League now, obviously by winning the first division, that there is going to be good teams there, and we're going to have to battle and come together as a team, kind of thing. In that league as such. So.
As that experience, do you find that experience, I mean, they were one-off games. This is a one-off game coming up now against Reach Out and Challenge Cup final. That experience against the Prem Division teams, do you think that's going to count for something going into a game like this?
Yeah, I think it does. Also, I mean, I think 2 weeks ago we lost against Reach Out, and I think that's gonna help us going into that game, because they're a team that can't be underestimated. They are a good team. And I think by losing to them, we're not going to go into that game with so much confidence thinking that we're going to win it. I think from yesterday winning the league and from the defeat as well, it's just about staying focused as a team and going into that game and staying focused and working together and hopefully pulling through. And I think that will help us.
Shom, you are captain of the team. As we've just heard, all cup games, it's not about where you're from or where you're finished in the table. It's one game. You're captain. How are you? I mean, I don't want you to give too much away, but you're the one that's going to have to galvanise that team in that dressing room before they go and on the pitch. Big task.
Yeah, of course, yeah. But how we've seen it, or what our motive will be, is to play the game on its merit on the day, and that's how we've been playing our games throughout. I'd say playing the game on its merit. We see the opposition. We don't look at the results the previous week they might have lost or so on. We know the 11 that we're facing in front of us. We adjust our game to play our way on that day against the team that's facing us on that day. So Wednesday, we've played Reach Out twice, so we know how they play, we know what they're about, that they're a very good team, and you know, just motivate ourselves, encourage ourselves to play our game our brand of football that we know best, that would help us to win on Wednesday.
There must be a huge amount of respect between both teams.
Definitely.
I mean, you've watched each other, and each team knows that each other's a good team to finish where they are. You've played each other twice. But when you turn up on the pitch now, do you think that there's things about, you said you played them twice, they played you twice, you think there's things about each other that you can see, well, you know what, there's a particular weakness
without not giving so much away and so on, I think we've learnt a lot, especially from the previous game where they beat us. You know, we learnt a lot, not only about reach out, but about ourselves, which is the main thing as well. So there's, you know, we've got stuff to focus on, and we know the game that we need to beat reach out on Wednesday.
Excellent. We're all looking forward to it. It's a game that's taking place in 2 days' time, 11th of March. Milan Stadium's the ILFL Challenge Cup final, reach out versus SCTA. But right now, we're going to go to Milan Stadium again to speak to our roving reporter Hasnaf to get a live update on the League Cup final that's taking place this evening. Hasnaf, are you there?
Dave, we've just seen 2 goals go in within the space of 2 minutes. So awarded a penalty and got the game back to 3-1, but within moments of the kickoff, Leytonstone put that pressure back on. The game's 4-1. We've only got 5 minutes remaining, Dave. I think it looks like the cup's going to Leytonstone, but if anything, it's probably nervy last few minutes.
So did Bow rally in the second half? I mean, they got stomped on it seems, in the first half. Did they rally, and were they a different team in the second half?
Unfortunately not. I mean, it was a quick succession of goals, really. Last few minutes of the first half, they were 1-0 down, having put in a good effort. Second half, I think when the goal went in nice and early, that really just killed Bow off, and they've been on the back foot ever since. Got a great support out here, as you can hear the racket in the background, but unfortunately, I think the cup's going to Leytonstone.
Hassan, just before you go, just very quickly, Leytonstone have always seemed to field very strong teams in the Cup. That team you're seeing out there tonight, is that a team worthy of the Premier Division?
That team certainly is. It's a shame we haven't seen that team in the league, but they're certainly worthy of the Premier Division. So I don't know, you know, maybe they can. I think they're going to survive in the Premiership. So if they can put this team back out there, they will certainly give the top 4 a run for their money. But it obviously wasn't to be this season. But very strong squad here. We were just going through the player summaries, and they've got a huge squad. So I hope they make use of them. It looks like it's just going to be wrapped up in a few seconds. I better shoot off and get this cup over to them. Okay then, enjoy. Thanks for coming in this evening. Appreciate it. We'll speak to you soon. Bye bye. There you go. There it is. Live as it happens. Leytonstone 4, Bow FC 1. They are the new League Cup champions. The League Cup sponsored by Tower Hamlets Homes, going to Leytonstone FC. We've just spoken about the Challenge Cup final that's going to take place in 2 days' time at Milan. And then in a couple of weeks' time on the 18th, we've got our biggest tournament that's going to take place, the final of the Interleague Champions Cup. That's the game between London Meteors, the reigning champions of the Champions Cup. They're up against MK Galacticos, the boys from Milton Keynes who have come down and impressed everybody with their silky football and impressive style. They're coming down to take on London Meteors at Milan Stadium. And Camps, what a game that's going to be.
It's a very mouth-watering game, Dave. I think, you know, obviously we know how good London Meteors are. They absolutely stormed the competition last season, and they've gone through the final again this season. MK have just added a fresh touch to the competition, really. They've travelled quite a bit to come to the game, so they're coming with the, you know, very strong squad on you know, next week, next Wednesday, and I think it's going to be one of the games of the season, if not, you know, the entire history of the league. It's going to be a very, very strong game. I think everybody's been really impressed, not just because of the way they play football, but their attitude towards the game. They've won a lot of fans. It's not just MK, both London Meteors and MK, they both have very good attitudes towards football. They come to play, they don't come to mess around, they don't come to cause trouble, and they can play football. A lot of young boys, there are a lot of fit lads, and it's going to be a great, great final. That's where you guys are looking to be, hopefully. You are First Division champions, didn't get a cup win, but the Champions Cup final now, there's another step up for you. Is that in the Premier Division now, do you think it's about looking to consolidate a place in the Prem, or are you aiming high, do you think, Tush? I mean, like our captain said, we take each game as it comes.
I mean, if we can go on and do that, then brilliant. But like I said, I think each game we'll take it how it goes. Like the Premier League's going to be tough next year. There's a lot of good teams, a lot of experience. So hopefully, I think we'll just see how it goes. Take each day as it comes.
Okay, thanks for that, boys, for coming in this evening. Well done. I have to say it again, well done. It's been fascinating watching you and watching the way the First Division has panned out through the season and the tussle that you've had with Reach Out. Looking forward to seeing it again.
Sorry, Dave, I would like to also say, you know, to Camrus as well, this season has been an excellent manager as well, and not to forget also Mustafa as well. Together they've been an excellent management team for us, so well, I'd like to congratulate them.
I'll let you say that yourself.
Camrus,
as you
thank you.
You know? Do you want to respond to that?
Congratulations as well.
No, I mean, look, you know, it's a team effort. It's the management, but also the new players and the existing players. We've had a topsy-turvy season last season because a few players let us down. We struggled for numbers, but this season I've sort of stepped up to the management, stopped playing football myself, sacrificed that. We've had Tesh come in new, we've had Carlton come in new, we've had Rahat coming new. We've got the goalkeeper who's a defender who played for us the season before. He's coming new, and you know we've got a bit of a makeshift defence, but they've been so solid and so strong that we've got the best defence in the whole league system. So I think the lads have done very, very well. We're entering the Unity Cups. We're hopefully entering some other tournaments as well, just to see how we cope as a team against some of the bigger boys, so that we can get a taste of the Premiership. But yeah, we're looking, you know, we're excited to be in the Premiership. We're looking forward to it. And I'm pretty sure if we can keep the same group of players and add to that, we won't embarrass ourselves or the league.
Absolutely. And Musi, was glad to hear your name mentioned. Well done to you, sir. I know you have a very unique style of managing, but it works. It has its merit. So well done to you as well out there watching. You heard Cam talk about the Unity Cup tournament. These are two tournaments that are coming up at the end of this month. We have the Super Cup and the Legends Cup. The Super Cup is open age for all of the teams, like the SETAs, your Bromleys, your Stepneys, your Beaumonts, all of those. Anyone can take part in that one. And we have Legends Cup for the over 35s to take part in. It was a fantastic tournament last season. We're hoping for it to be even as good, if not better, this season. What's the update? Any updates you can give us on that at the moment, Ken?
Yeah, the response has been phenomenal, Dave. The Super Cup has already been filled. I think 16 teams have already taken the slots and paid up. There are 10 teams who have paid up for the Legends Cup. So if anybody wants to get involved, there are still 2 more places left, which I have no doubt will fill within days. All your regulars are there. Tower Hamlets, the current champions of the Super Cup, are in there. Tigers, the current champions of the Legends Cup, are there as well. We've got some new teams in there, the likes of FC Bengal, Ace, and a new team called Arya, I think, from North London, also entering. So I think, if anything, this year's Super Cup is going to be a lot stronger than last year's, and it will be a test for these boys to see how they fare in that competition. And the Legends Cup is great fun.
It is.
And we've got the usual suspects of Luton, MK Galacticos, Shaplab from Birmingham, all entering, and obviously the local boys as well. It's going to be a wonderful night, event, wonderful day.
It is. It'd be interesting to see the different formats that are taking place on the day as well. I believe one's a group tournament and one's a straight knockout. It's going to be exciting stuff. It's going to be fast football as well, and we're looking forward to it. It's coming up at the end of the month. We'll keep talking about it each and every week as we move up to it. But Nanu, let's close by talking about the season as it's coming. We know that the Premier Division is coming to a close now. The Second Division finished with one of the twists of the season, I have to say, with Robin Hood Tigers, who looked like it was nailed on theirs, and then all of a sudden it's gone away. SCTA and Reach Out just taking us right down to the end, and it looks like the same in the Premier Division now.
Premier Division, you know, it looks really mouth-watering now. Tigers are no longer in control of their own destiny. You know, however, Western and Stepney are, and all they need to do is win this Sunday. Either team wins, would take the league, you know, the division by storm, and I think that would be it. That is, this Sunday is probably the title fight for both of these teams. Unfortunately for Tigers, you know, previous season champs, as mentioned, you know, I don't think they will ever recover.
Wow. A bold statement indeed. 3 weeks ago, we saw an impressive Tigers team take apart West End and destroy almost their title hopes. But West End now are the team that are back in it with Stepney, and Tigers are the ones licking their wounds, as it seems now, and looking for favours from the teams around them. What's going to happen? We don't know. We hope you're there to watch it. We hope that you're here next Monday to talk to us about it as well. Thanks to the boys from SCTA that have come in.
Thank you.
Thanks to you for watching. Thanks to Hasnat down there for being our roving reporter and reporting back to us live as it happens. And my thanks as always to the guys behind the screen who make the whole thing tick as possible. That is it. Vets football this Sunday, more league football this Sunday. We've got cup games this Wednesday. So much more to talk about on the ILFL Soccer Night show next Monday. Until then, I bid you good night. Good night.